Meow, my friends. It seems Virginia's voter rolls are on a crash diet, shedding those pesky citizen voters faster than you can say democracy. The Federal Justice Department is throwing down the gauntlet, accusing Virginia of playing fast and loose with over 1,600 voter registrations. And let's not forget Georgia, where they tried to make counting ballots as easy as solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. Governor Glenn Youngkin, the former business mogul turned democracy manager, is defending his voter purge like it's the last tin of tuna at a cat cafe. On August 7th, 2024, he issued Executive Order 35, mandating daily updates to voter rolls based on DMV records. It's like he's trying to run the state like a hedge fund, but instead of trimming the fat, he's trimming the voters. Now, you might think 1,600 voters isn't much in a state of 8 million, but it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And by quality, I mean actual citizens being shown the door. It's like Youngkin's playing a game of guess who's not a citizen with the accuracy of a drunk darts player. The Justice Department, not amused by this game of democratic musical chairs, is claiming Virginia's little spring cleaning violates federal law. Apparently, there's this magical 90-day quiet period before elections when you're not supposed to go all Marie Kondo on your voter rolls. It's like a pre-party, no disruptions policy, ensuring everyone gets a fair slice of the democracy cake without any accidental mishaps like a "you can vote" label going missing. And speaking of missing, let's talk about those 1,600 cancelled registrations. Many of these folks are as American as fish and chips and queuing, but somehow got caught in Youngkin's net. It's like fishing for tuna and accidentally scooping up a bunch of dolphins. Oops, my bad. Now you might be thinking, but Ron, surely this is to prevent rampant voter fraud. Well, my friends, you're more likely to win the lottery while being knighted by the Queen than to encounter actual voter fraud. Between 2000 and 2012, there were a whopping 0.000003 cases of fraud for every vote cast. That's fewer digits than whiskers on my chin. But Virginia isn't alone in this voter suppression conga line. Georgia tried to make poll workers count ballots by hand because apparently we've decided computers are just too darn efficient. It's like asking a cat to bark, pointless and likely to end in confusion. Thankfully, a judge put the kibosh on that plan faster than you can say recount. Meanwhile, in a plot twist worthy of an episode of EastEnders, Pennsylvania's Supreme Court has decided that if your mail-in ballot gets rejected, you can still cast a provisional ballot. It's like getting a second chance at love, but with less dramatic music and more bureaucracy. Joan Port, president of the League of Women Voters, is having none of this malarkey. She's calling out Virginia's voter purge as reckless and based on outdated data. It's like they're using a flip phone to manage a space station. Charming in theory, disastrous in practice. As we barrel towards the November 24th, 2024 election, these legal battles are shaping up to be more dramatic than a season finale of Love Island. Will democracy find its forever love, or will it be left heartbroken at the altar of voter suppression? And let's not forget the economic impact, my friends. Voter suppression is like putting your economy on a leash. It might look controlled, but you're really just stopping it from chasing the ball of prosperity. When communities can't vote, they can't advocate for resources. It's like trying to win a cat show without bringing your cat. For those of you keeping score at home, here's a quick guide to suppressing votes while claiming to protect election integrity. Step 1. Find a problem that doesn't exist. Step 2. Create a solution that causes more problems. Step 3. Act surprised when people get upset. Bonus points if you can do it all with a straight face. Now, let's take a trip down memory lane. Back in the swinging 60s, we had literacy tests and poll taxes. Today, we have Executive Order 35 and DMV data. It's like voter suppression got a makeover, but it's still wearing the same old ugly shoes. And don't get me started on the technology. We're using 21st century tech to enforce 19th century ideas. It's like using a smartphone to churn butter. Sure, you can do it, but why would you want to? Remember, my friends, in the grand circus of democracy, your vote is the tightrope walk between representation and rejection. So stay balanced, stay informed, and for the love of all things holy, double check those voter registrations. And while you're at it, why not register your opinion by liking and subscribing to our channel? It's the only way to ensure you don't miss out on our democracy's next plot twist. We'll be back soon with more. I'm Ron de Parmesan for Newscats. Thanks for tuning in.